Hey scholars, welcome back. I'm so excited you're here again today. Let's jump right into our learning. Today's purpose, from engagement text to decodables. This is from Module 1, Cycle 2, Lesson 7.
Materials!
The only material you need today is your thinking cap. Here we have today's learning targets. The first one says, I can retell the events from the current edition of Sunnyside Gazette. New subway train stop opens. We'll be reading that together and answering some questions to retell what we heard in the article. The second learning target says, I can read high-frequency words and words that don't play fair. We'll dig into those a little bit later in our lesson. Here we go.
Transition song.
Gather round together, together, together. It's time to hear a story, a story, a story. It's time to hear a story and say what we've learned.
Question and answer.
Here we have the edition of the Sunnyside Gazette. New subway train stop opens by Rita Reportalot. Follow along as I read and be prepared to answer some questions once we finish the text. The Sunnyside neighborhood celebrated the reopening of the subway station on 17th Street and Gardenside on Saturday. For many years, the station was closed because the stairs and the subway platform were unsafe and the elevator did not work. Mayor Mack promised the residents of Sunnyside that she would work to reopen the station if she was elected. When she became mayor, she raised money and was finally able to make the repairs. The reopening of the Gardenside station will give the residents of Sunnyside more options for transportation around the city. Part of 17th Street was closed to traffic for the celebration. Residents enjoyed music and refreshments provided by the Sunnyside Cinema. The Sunnyside Library set up a moon bounce and face painting for local children. A great time was had by all. I'm so glad you followed along as I read. I'm wondering if you could share, why was the station closed for so many years? Use the text and look for evidence. You found the answer. It was closed because the stairs and subway platform were unsafe and the elevator did not work. What does the word reopen mean? See if you can use clues from the text to help you answer. You've got it. Reopen means to open something again. In this case, the station was closed for a long time, and now it's going to open back up or reopen. Great job with this work.
Word work.
We're going to take a look at some high-frequency words. You'll notice a chart over here with two columns. First is the snap column. Snap words are words that we are able to decode because their spelling matches the way that we're saying the word. We're able to decode that word because we've learned the spelling patterns. The second column you see is the trap column. Trap words are words that don't play fair. They're usually tricky. Maybe their word doesn't have the right spelling patterns, or it's not pronounced the way that we might think. We'll look at 3 words here together and decide if they are snap words or trap words. Here's the first one. This word says live, but this word can also say live. That seems quite tricky for one word to be pronounced 2 different ways. Let's go ahead and put it in the trap column. That doesn't seem to play fair. Here's our next word. It says walk. What do you think about the spelling of the word walk? Is it a snap or does it seem like a trap? Go ahead and think. It seems like you found something quite tricky about this word. When I say walk, I don't hear that A sound, ah, or that L sound, ul. That seems like it's tricking us. That does not play fair. Let's go ahead and put it in the trap column. Here's our final word. It says two, like the number. What do you think about this word, two? Is it a snap word or a trap word? It sure seems like a trap to me. Even though it looks like an open syllable, which we've learned about, it's not making its usual long O sound. Instead, we hear ooh. That's quite tricky. Let's go ahead and put it in the trap column. You've done some really great thinking here. Now that you've seen these words, hopefully you'll feel confident using them in your reading and writing. Great work.
Closing reflection.
How did you take responsibility for your learning today? Were you paying close attention to the syllable types or the snap and trap words? Go ahead and share what made you responsible. That's wonderful. I hope you start to think about how you can be responsible for your learning every day. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time.